He's not looking. Hi! Welcome back to a surprise extra bonus episode of Beer Dogs. We just finished up our 7th six-pack, and usually six-packs only have 6 beers in it, but we have a 7th beer that we want to take a look at tonight, or this week, or this time. And this is a special beer by request from viewer Kendra, who wrote to us in the comments and says, "You've got to try this beer." And Kendra, we listen to the people that follow Beer Dogs. We want to know that, yes, all the way from the Slovak Republic, we have the Golden Pheasant Pilsner.
Ooh, let me see the front of this.
Check that out, dude. Golden Pheasant.
Okay.
See, there's a Golden Pheasant.
There is.
Premium quality, original Slovak beer. Original Slovak beer. So,
Which we started this with the Czech Republic beer. Now
Right.
we have the Slovak beer. Together, they at one time were
Czechoslovakia. Now, the way to think about this is this is like North Carolina and South Carolina. The Czech Republic would be North Carolina, and the Slovak Republic would be South Carolina. Very good.
Okay.
Or North Dakota and South Dakota, as you will.
Or Virginia and West Virginia.
West Virginia and West Virginia. Well, no, it's more North and South.
You keep talking about this all
Okay. So thank you, Kendra, for your suggestion. It's got foil on the top. This is an extra. This is a 500 milliliter. We've dispensed with the 11.2 ounce European pours. We've gone straight to the. My guess is that this is going to be close to 16 ounces. So we're really ending up. I thought Denny Terrio just entered the room. Wow! Look at the head. Look at the head on this.
We still have beer left over on this one.
We do. And how is the giraffe doing? Giraffe is lowing.
In night mode?
It's in night mode.
Oh yeah.
Still no baby. Still no baby. So anyway, Kendra, this beer is for you. Thank you. We will give you an honest opinion though. If we don't like it, I'm sorry. But if we do like it, we're with you.
There's a lot of head on this.
There's tremendous head on this. This is the headiest beer.
How did you get rid of your? Never mind. I'll tell you how I get the foam off of my
I know
beer.
how you do it. It has something to do with your nose.
Yeah, I got a little oil on my finger, whip it around, and it kind of cuts down on the foam. I have no idea where I learned this. I've just always done it.
It's a tip from a beer dog. See me, I don't necessarily want to get rid of my foam.
Okay.
I want to enjoy my foam.
Okay.
I want the foam to mean something in my life.
Just for anybody who doesn't get this subtly in this, we're not talking about our head.
No. Okay. Anyway, cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to Kendra.
It's metallic.
In tin, if you will.
I'm getting not that I suck on metal much, but there's a little bit of a metallicity to it.
There is. But I've also found that when we get into, I would say like
it smells like once again. I'm sorry, not to interrupt, but it's a bowling alley beer again.
I don't think it's as bowling alley-ish
as the Pilsner Urkel.
I'm gonna actually give this like 90s grunge, like 90s
90s grunge beer.
Grunge beer.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Like kind of like Pearl Jammy.
It's a Pearl Jammy Pilsner.
This is obviously it's not a malt liquor, so it's not like a Mickey's.
Don't call me Pilsner.
It's also like a St. Pauli's Girl. It's probably the most like St. Pauli's Girl. It's also like a Rolling Rock. And to me, those beers all kind of come from that like 90s.
Jeremy drank this.
I'm the Jeremy. Does Jeremy kill himself in that song? Is that probably a good thing to sing
It's
about
a bad
that?
example. Bad example. Okay, the metal's gone for me. The first sip was there's a metallic quality to the first sip.
Yeah.
It's gone now. Either that or I've adapted
I still
to
have it.
You still have it?
Yeah, it's definitely still there. When I think Eastern European Pilsner, this is exactly what I would expect to get. I don't know if that's necessarily good or bad. It's not really my thing. I'm not quite sure what to say because it is exactly what I thought it was going to be, and it doesn't stand out as spectacular in any way. I think somebody who might like this,
Besides Kendra.
It kind of reminds me of like a Miller. Like a Miller product, like an MGB or something like that.
So if you were really a fan of American Pilsners / light lagers, you would enjoy. This would fit right in there.
I think you would have to specifically be an MGB fan to like this. If you don't like MGB, don't try this. If you're okay with it and you want to try a crafty version of it, I tend to not like them, and I will avoid them at any cost.
There's a bit of a sweetness on the end of it, on the finish. There's a bit of a sweetness that I don't remember in the other pills. Let me grab that bottle. So, out of our 6-pack here.
It is very close to a bowling alley beer, but I think it's the grandchildren of bowling alley beer drinkers.
As opposed to the Pilsner Urkel.
It is sweeter than the Urkel, yes.
The Pilsner Urkel was a bit strong. See, this is from the Czech Republic, which is up north, and the and the Slovak Republic.
Get all your
down
geography lessons right
There you
here,
go.
folks. With that beer dogs.
If I were to choose, even though I am Slovak, my family is from the Slovak Republic, both Bardehov and Bratislava area, for those of you that are geographically inclined. I'm preferring the Czech Pilsner to the Slovak Pilsner, just at first blush.
They both are very similar. This one is slightly sweeter.
This is more drinkable.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, and I still think it's your dingy bowling alley with your 75-year-old grandfather situation. Yeah, I'll go and drink them, but God, I'm looking for something else on the menu.
Okay. See, and this kind of fits in with, and this is just very individualized for me because Scott likes things with a lot of character, and the Pilsner Urkel had a little bit more character. There's a little bit more going on in it than this. This is very smooth, very drinkable, it goes down very easy. This, you said, I forget the exact word that you used, but it was something to the fact that it wasn't like it was spicy, but because it wasn't spicy.
Yeah, no, it was.
But it was a little bit heavier than this.
It's a stronger version. The stuff the flavors that you expect out of a Pilsner are strong with this one, with a bit of sweetness. The Urkel was less sweet and much stronger on those notes that you would expect from a Pilsner that isn't an American version of a Pilsner.
Right, and the same thing with the Guinness Nitro IPA. Scott wants to get slapped upside the head with some hops, with some Cascade hops, and I go, boom! You know, here you're drinking an IPA, whereas this really didn't measure up to that.
Interesting because I have Irish descent, obviously, not obviously, but I chose the Guinness and so that was a definite buy, I believe. This one I'm not liking as much.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll even. We're ready to do ratings.
Sure.
I'm gonna let this one die. Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, Kinder. I'll leave some more on the shelf for you. How's that?
That's right.
I won't drink them all.
you know, I'm gonna let it die too. So, that there are much better European Pilsners.
That's
out there.
the key. There's much better versions of what is trying to go on here.
And even I would say from past shows, the Polestar left-hand Polestar Pilsner that we did last 6-pack is superior.
Yes.
And even some of the stuff from Great Lakes, the Czech style turntable pills, which we haven't reviewed, but I do.
I've drank it a couple of times.
Yeah,
that's very good.
I would even rather drink a turntable pills over a golden pheasant.
Yeah, to me, there's not much to say about it. As far as like Pilsners go, when they start getting strong in flavor, they get outside of the realm of your traditional American Pilsners that you're used to. The flavors that are in this, the strong points that make it a Pilsner, are too much for me to palate, for my taste. So I can see where somebody out of that bowling alley crew, if you will.
We're not talking about anybody specifically individually.
No, but I think that was a very descriptive term, and it might be a Midwestern thing, but I think, like, give it a try if you get the chance. If you're into Pilsners and you want something really strong, this is it. It's not for me, so I'm going to let it die.
Yeah, it's not for me either. I'm gonna let it die. But it's worth a try. I mean, try it. Try it. I've tried this. I've had this beer before, and it was okay. And I would not go out of my way to get it again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
only because there are much better alternatives out there.
That's exactly it. It does what it says it does, but there's other people doing it much better.
But if you notice,
you're gonna finish
Kalen's beer, my beer.
I'll finish it. It's just gonna take me a while, and I'm sure you guys don't want to spend the next couple of minutes watching me finish this.
Okay, so you got 2 dies on this. Thank you, Kendra, for the suggestion. Everybody, keep those suggestions coming in, and if we can get a hold of the particular beer, because a lot of these beers are regional, but if we can get a hold of them, where you could send them to us.
Yeah.
You can contact us. We'll tell you how to send them to us. We'll be more than happy to review them and give them a try. So we're going to end this extra special bonus thing, and we'll be right back to rate all of these beers from number 7 up to number 1.
All right. See you soon.
Thanks.